which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth.
Approaching runway
Flight
15.
attendants, take your seats for takeoff.
On runway 15.
Padang Minangkabau traffic. Matrix 187 is taking off runway 15, departing straight out.
knots. V1. Rotate. V2. Gear positive up. Rate. Flaps 2 degrees. Flaps 1 degree. Flight spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted. Flaps 1 degree. Flaps up.
For landing.
Line up and wait runway 2 center, Lufthansa 287, Singapore 5, continue inbound. Singapore 252, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite. Wilco, Singapore 252. Matrix 187, enter left base runway 2 left, number 4, traffic.
Enter left base, runway 2 left, behind the traffic on final, Matrix 187.
Singapore 894 heavy, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 37, inbound on the ILS runway 2 left.
Wilco, Singapore 894 heavy.
Lufthansa 287, wind 310 at 6, runway 2 center, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 center, Lufthansa 287.
Gear up.
319, enter left base runway 2 left, number 4, traffic to follow is on final.
Continuing inbound, Singapore 5.
Singapore Changi Tower, Turkish 208 heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 2 left.
Enter left base runway 2 center, Thai 437.
Enter left base, runway 2 left, behind the traffic on final, Singapore 319. Turkish 208 heavy, enter left base runway 2 center, number 4, traffic to follow is on left base. Enter left base, runway 2 center, behind the traffic on left base, Turkish 208 heavy. Lufthansa 287, is on right downwind runway 2 center, Singapore 319, requesting change to runway 2 center. Super Green 893, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite. Wilco, Super Green 893. Singapore 146 Oscar Golf Heavy, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Singapore 146 Oscar Golf Heavy.
Lufthansa 287, Tower is not accepting pattern work at this time. Lufthansa 287, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Lufthansa 287, good day. Singapore 319, unable. Singapore 329, say intention. Singapore Changi Tower, number 3, runway 2 center, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Victor Charlie Mike Lima Oscar. Singapore 146 Oscar Golf Heavy, hold position.
Holding position, Singapore 146 Oscar Golf Heavy.
Singapore 146 Oscar Golf Heavy, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3. Singapore 146 Oscar
Flight
Golf
attendant,
Heavy.
prepare for landing,
Singapore Changi
please.
Tower, Air Canada 25 is 15 nautical miles to the southeast at 3,200 feet, inbound for landing. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 319 Heavy is 37 nautical miles to the west at 14,400 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 2 left. Singapore 37, enter right base runway 2 left, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Singapore 319, number 3, traffic to follow is on right base.
Enter right base, runway 2 left, behind the traffic on final, Singapore 37.
Turkish 208 Heavy, number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Number 3, behind the traffic on final, Turkish 208 Heavy. Number 3, behind the traffic on right base, Singapore 319, Air Canada 25, enter right base runway 2 left. Number 4, traffic to follow is on left base. Enter right base, runway 2 left, behind the traffic on left base, Air Canada 25. Singapore 319 Heavy, continuing inbound. Continuing inbound, Singapore 319 Heavy. Singapore 13, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Approaching
Contact
minimums.
Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Singapore 13. Singapore 319, maintain slow practical speed. Maintain slow practical speed, Singapore 319. Singapore 329, line up and wait runway 2 center. Line up and wait runway 2 center, Singapore 329. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 1145 is 19 nautical miles to the southwest at 4,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 2 left. Singapore 5, extend downwind, I'll call your base. Singapore 1145, enter straight in runway 2 center.
Landing
Flight
spoilers
437,
extended.
when able turn left and contact ground, 3 volts to line. Singapore Changi Tower, Bravo 52 Yankee Alpha Echo, ready for departure at runway 2 center, departing straight out. Enter straight in runway 2 center, Singapore 1145. Bravo 52 Yankee Alpha Echo, wheel number 3 for departure. Matrix 187, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Matrix 187.
Singapore 37, wind 31006, number 1, runway 2 left, clear to land.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 2 left, Singapore 37.
Singapore 319, wind 31006, number 2, runway 2 left, clear to land. Turkish 208 Heavy, wind 31006, number 2, runway 2 center, clear to land. Number 2, clear to land, runway 2 center, Turkish 208 Heavy. Number 2, clear to land, runway 2 left, Singapore 319. Singapore 329, wind 31006, runway 2 center, clear for takeoff.
As heavy
Clear
articles
for
may have
takeoff,
shifted
runway
around
2
during the
center,
flight.
Singapore 329.
On behalf of the entire
Singapore
crew, I'd
Changi
like to
Tower,
thank you for
Singapore
joining us
26,
on this trip,
ready
and
for
we are looking
departure at
forward to
runway 2
seeing you on
center,
board again
departing
in the
straight
near
out.
future.
Air Canada
Have a
25,
pleasant
wind
stay.
31006, Singapore 1145, wind 3,
Singapore Changi ground.
Scooter 357, runway 2 center, taxi via Victor, Victor 10, contact tower when ready. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 988 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 2 center. Singapore 988 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Thank you, good day, Singapore 323 Heavy.
Flag 1738 Heavy, runway 2 center, taxi via Victor, Victor 10, contact tower when ready. Singapore Changi ground, pushback approved, tail to the south. Singapore Changi ground, Delta Tango Hotel Alpha November, ready for pushback. Singapore Changi ground, Super Green 893, ready for pushback. Delta Tango Hotel Alpha November, pushback approved. Super Green 893, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, Delta Tango Hotel Alpha November. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Super Green 893. Singapore Changi ground, Victor Charlie Mike Lima